our
Family Talk.
Our next episode of Family Talk, and I am so excited to introduce to you all for the first time my awesome son-in-law, Luke, and my daughter Jessica, who's awesome too. But Luke has been behind the camera forever because he's been there, on the other episodes. But Luke, it's so good for you to join us tonight. It's just happy to have you here.
Yeah.
And so, tell us a little bit about yourself. Not a lot. I know you're 27 years old, so how about a little bit?
I got so many years of,
Yep.
A little bit about myself. I am the youngest of four. I grew up on a farm in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. 5,000 on a good day population of the town. And definitely a very interesting life to grow up as. But yeah.
Sharon and I, we came to Kingfisher. We're in this church, and my wife notices this young man.
Little behold, that there was let's see what that was, 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's already been 5 years.
22-year-old boy.
It's been more than that.
Young man, okay, 21-year-old young man praying what's the word?
Fervently.
Fervently.
Yeah.
Woo! Fervently for a wife. So I was the one that roped him to Kingfisher.
Wow. Yeah, you must be, because
it was me.
God heard your prayers. So
Prayed them in.
Sorry,
and
I'm sorry.
And what were you doing at the time?
I was in school. I stayed in Springfield and lived with Ashley, my sister, and I was in school, so I'd come visit you guys on the weekends or holidays or spring break, summer break.
And so Springfield, Missouri to Kingfisher, Oklahoma is roughly 325 miles-ish. Yeah. So
about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, about a 4-hour drive. So you're driving back and forth, 17 and a half years old, 18 years old. Yeah. Because I remember mom would nudge me, Jessica needs to meet him. Jessica needs to meet him. And so I'm like, oh man, mom said
taking pictures of.
Well, mom
without my consent,
Mom's a matchmaker. All you guys that know
You're
Sharon.
welcome.
Sharon's behind the camera. Like, you're welcome. Sharon's a matchmaker, so Sharon,
Well, so you guys went to a conference at Gateway Church in Dallas.
Yeah.
And she texted me a picture. She went like this and texted a picture from behind her.
Creeper.
Like she was taking a selfie.
Creeper.
And she goes, "Look who's here!" And there's Luke sitting there in like a plaid, pearl snap shirt, and he's like,
Yep.
That's
I believe it was red. I still have that pearl snap.
And I believe I said, no thanks. He wears cowboy boots.
Okay, so cowboy boots. So cowboy boots. Tell us. Okay, so here you are in Southern California. You're in San Diego. You're by the beach.
Yeah.
Now you're wearing a jean jacket.
Very, very different culture. You grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
How were you raised? What was it like? Come on.
It was hard work. Saturday mornings you were up working cattle, or Sundays there was a time where Dad and I would wake up on Sundays and work cattle because you got cattle in the next day. It was great. There were some hard days and there were some good days. You had your days that you'd go fix a well at 9 o'clock at night, below freezing, and you're pulling this water well out, and you're just working on it, and you're trying to get water to the cows.
Yeah.
And there was times where you'd see the beautiful sunset while you're sitting there on the tractor,
right,
being amazed.
Right. How many head of cattle do you guys typically have it?
Right now, roughly,
average?
Dad has around 130 mama cows. It's a lot of work.
Yep.
A lot of work for him.
Yep.
And it's you sell it for beef.
Yeah, we sell it for beef, and yeah.
So, what was the first gift that he got you?
It was, so we ended up meeting. You messaged me on Facebook.
Yeah.
When I didn't even know you, and you were like, let's have lunch if you're in town. And I was halfway home. I was halfway that 325 miles home. So I drove back the next week to come have lunch with Luke. And so we went and had Aishin's chicken, if you've ever seen it on the Travel Channel
Oh, that's
or the
right.
Food Network
That's right.
or whatever. So we went and had fried chicken, fried okra. He had just finished welding and you stunk. You smelled like burnt hair.
Oh, okay. So let's back up. So I think like a week before that, we had, or maybe just a couple days before that, we had a small group meeting in my home.
Yes, and I said, you need to invite him.
And okay, so you came over, and you're sitting in the room, and you're uncharacteristically quiet. Really?
Uncharacteristically quiet.
No, I mean like what was that about?
Shocker.
I mean, I was what, 21, 22? I was very shy. Very shy.
Was it because there was a girl in the?
It was just a new environment.
Yeah.
I was like uncomfortable
Alright.
and shy, and there was this dog that loved me to pieces. It still loves me to this day.
You guys have that dog now.
Have that dog now.
He inherited Coco.
Yes.
Coco inherited me.
So, yes, you didn't talk to me that night, and then I
No.
drove home a few days later, and that's when you asked me for lunch, so I
typed the message out,
oh yes.
but my mom was the one.
Thank you. Shout out to Nancy.
Was the one that hit the
Thank
send
you.
button. I was like, Mom, you have to hit the send button here.
Oh, so you had this message and you wouldn't, and
I couldn't hit it.
you couldn't send it.
Couldn't send it.
Oh.
Couldn't send it.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Props to Mom.
Wow.
So fast forward, we had fried chicken, and then the next day, you introduced me to the farm, but I didn't have boots. He was like, "You're wearing those shoes to the farm?" I'm like, "I don't have any boots," and I think Mom had some, and he was like, "No, those won't work." So we went to what's it called?
Atwood's.
Atwood's,
Yeah, what's that?
and
Store. Yeah.
you let me pick out a pair of boots.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was broke as broke can be in college, working a part-time job. And he was like, "Here, buy these boots." They were well over $100, which to me was a lot at the time. And I was like, I don't even know this guy, and he's finding the way to my heart. I love shoes. Okay, let's do it. So,
Yeah.
bought me some boots, and we went to the farm. So that was that.
How long was it till you guys got married?
We dated for
We met in October.
October, got engaged in
In
May, and then we're married in December.
Yeah, I remember. I'm sitting in my office and doing something, and there's a knock. There's a knock.
This was anything in common.
And-
I would live in his office. Therefore,
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
Luke
lived in his
would
office.
come in and we talk about stuff, and Luke came in and a little bit different that day, and so Luke's like, I got a question to ask you, and so I kind of figured something was up, and wanted to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage. How did you remember that day?
Yeah, I'd like to hear this story. Let's hear it.
I have slowly blocked it out of my memory.
Oh,
It was. I was again extremely shy and nervous, and
yeah, you were nervous.
very nervous. First time doing it.
I would hope.
Might need to cut that one out. Just kidding. No. Anyway, I just remember being very nervous. And we talked about it and everything, and one part I remember was like, he didn't give me a definite answer, so I had to go, okay, wait, you're saying yes to this, right? He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay, good, all right, we're good. You said yes,
yeah.
we're good.
Oh, yeah. So there's a mindset in the Midwest
Very much so.
about California.
Very much so.
And not a lot of it's actually true, but they say California's the land of fruits and nuts. It's the land of granola. Why would anybody want to move there? And so we're sitting in our house in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, and Sharon tells Luke, and either, hey, Luke, I really think that you should go to Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry at Bethel Church in Redding, California.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this whole thing.
What went through your mind?
I remember this. We were talking about cryptocurrency at the time.
Oh wait, hold on. Whenever we met, Luke said, "I will never move to California."
Oh no, he told me that. He
I
told
will
me that many
never
times.
go to California.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember telling him, "You're not gonna live in Kingfisher your whole life, so
Right.
you better get ready."
Right.
And he was like, "What?"
Oh no, because you told
I
that
wanted
me.
to farm the whole countryside.
You
That's what I
told
wanted.
that to me, man. I will never ever move to California.
Yeah.
And so.
As we're sitting in San Diego.
Oh yeah, as we're sitting in San Diego.
Yeah.
So obviously that's you. So when Sharon said, "Hey Luke, I really feel. I think God's telling me, speaking to me here. I really feel that you should go to Bethel School of Ministry." What went through your mind?
Okay. I was like, okay. At that age, I didn't really think too far out in front of me. I remember the phone call of like, hey, you should come over here. And then the whole thing of like, we don't know how this came up, but something about Bethel or, ministry school and you and going out to California.
Right,
and
right,
I was
right.
like, cool, sign me up. Although the closer we got to the date of moving,
I remember.
the more reality hit.
I remember,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm leaving. I'm packing up my stuff. I'm going and leaving my hometown.
Right.
At first, I was gung-ho about it. Couldn't think, past my nose.
Right.
But
And it all happened quickly.
so
like,
quickly.
Oh, it did. I remember.
Well, we got married in December. We moved out the following June.
But you
6 months
had-
later.
So you applied for BSSM like right before we got married,
Like that November.
and then
Right.
had an interview,
Yeah.
and then after we got back from our honeymoon, you found out that you were accepted, and so then it was like January, and we're like, okay, we're moving in July.
Yeah.
It was fast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
So
we found out like after our honeymoon. Like right after our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And we were checking like on the boat, like Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and trying to find out if the email came in, if I got accepted or not, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so an Oklahoma farm boy.
Yeah.
You get accepted to Bethel. You're moving to Redding, California. So
to California.
you get into Redding,
Mhm.
and you're like, holy freaking crap!
Yeah.
I'm in California now.
Yeah.
I've rented a place here.
Yeah.
What the heck am I doing? What? What was that? Or what? Like totally different culture.
And then you throw in on top of that 2 weeks later the Carr Fire happened, and that
That's
was
right.
our introduction of
That was a huge fire.
welcome to California. You're having a wildfire. And,
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you guys just moved here. You guys came down here
for like 10 days down here.
We
for
ended up
almost 2 weeks because
evacuating.
they evacuated most
We
of
had
it.
a little sedan and
remember
a
that.
100-pound dog, so
Yes.
we loaded up anything that was important to us that because we didn't know, like we weren't
Right.
under mandatory evacuations,
Right,
but at that
right.
point, helicopters were flying right over
Power
our house.
went out.
The power was out.
Yeah.
Looked like
You
a
know,
war
there,
zone.
Yeah.
there were water buckets flying right over our home, and we're
Right,
like, okay,
right.
we need to grab what's important because this fire is probably 2.5 to 3 miles from
Right,
our house. So
right.
Yeah.
we left. We were down here with you guys for like 2 weeks, I think.
Almost 2 weeks. Yeah. I
And-
mean, it was like
Yeah.
yeah. So
That
you
was a
got
good welcome to California.
you got a great dose of northern and southern,
Mhm.
and so 2 years. You guys spent 2 years up there in Redding.
3 years.
3 years. I'm sorry.
Yep.
3 years. Wow.
2 years ministry school.
God's moved you into ministry.
To youth pastor.
How is that?
It's a beautiful, wonderful experience.
Man, you're changing lives of kids, man. I mean,
Definitely.
you're speaking into their lives, and you're like, I see what you both are doing to these kids.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing to see them, the progress and the process they're on, and see them through that. Even though we've been in it since March, it's been great since a few months, 5 months.
Yeah.
An unexpected blessing.
Definitely.
Is what I would
Came
call
out of
it.
ministry school
Yeah.
thinking, I don't want to do ministry.
Yeah.
I don't want to do ministry.
Yeah, everybody would ask, "Oh, are you going? So you went to ministry school and now you're a pastor?"
Are you a
Luke's
pastor?
like,
No.
no. Hold up.
Like, I'm never moving to California. And then,
Right.
I don't want to be in ministry. Well, joke's on me.
What would you tell someone who says, "No, I will never be this," or "I will never do that"? What would you tell them?
Never say
Same.
never, man. And just be open, because like we never thought. I always thought it would be cool to like go to Bethel Church or visit there, but who would have thought like we'd be living there and get to sit under those people, and not only that, but the people that you meet, like you move from a different place,
Right.
it's completely different culture.
Right.
We met people from literally all around the world.
Right.
Everywhere.
England,
You name it, they were in
Afghanistan,
Reading.
Oh yeah.
So-
Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, Australia,
Right.
everywhere.
So be open to change, because that's where you meet new people, that's where you have new experiences, and
Absolutely.
that's where you grow the most.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So.
you think your view of life is Pasture knows, it's right there, and be open, like as you said, be open to the perspective, like, oh, there's not just like a coffee table here, but there's also a cup of water, a plant, a decoration. Like, there's more to the picture of just a coffee table.
Right.
See the whole room as it is.
See the whole room and
Yeah.
see
See the
beyond.
whole world as it is. Like, oh, like there isn't just small town Kingfisher, Oklahoma. It's, oh wow, there's
a world.
a world.
There
out
was
there.
there was Russia.
There was Russia.
You went
There was a Banya and getting beat by Russian men with sticks and
Right, right, yeah,
plants.
yeah. I mean,
definitely sweating,
yeah.
naked,
Yeah, I mean-
and just in a sauna with naked Russian men.
Yeah. You
Well, I
guys had
wouldn't
all
I
the
would
experience,
not,
man.
Would
yeah.
not pass that up at all.
But I mean, you got to travel and do ministry on the other side of the world,
Yeah.
like in Russia. That would have never happened in little Kingfisher. And I mean,
I wouldn't be here today.
No,
where
and so-
and some of our best friends that
Right.
we have in our lives
Oh,
now,
yeah,
we
yeah.
would have never
absolutely.
came in contact
No.
with.
And so when you say yes to God, it can be a scary thing.
Yeah.
But God can bring you from a pasture all the way to the Pacific. And it's
from a pasture to a pastor.
pasture to pastor. That's
Yeah.
right. That's really good. And so, I mean,
Herding cows to shepherding people.
that's right. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. So,
They're pretty much the same.
yeah.
We're not calling you guys cows, okay? If my youth watches this, we love you to pieces. Okay.
You still have to
sometimes
feed 'em
like
and-
You
cows.
still got to feed them, yeah.
Sometimes like cows, you can be kind of ornery and run out the gate and do what you think you go do and then come back. But at the end of the day, we love you either way.
Absolutely. So, what are your plans for the future?
Plans for the future? Well, I learned about 6 years ago to crumple those plans up and just throw them in the trash can and see what God does. Because, like, never come to California, I thought, I'm going to farm the whole country. I'm going to farm that field. I'm going to farm that field. I'm going to farm all these fields right now. I'm going to farm it all. And here I am,
You are.
not even farming.
Right.
So
Right.
my plans for the future is whatever.
Who knows?
That's good.
Whatever.
Jess?
Man, who knows? I'm kind of right there with him. Like, we're just enjoying where we're at
Yeah.
That's good.
and enjoying the process of we're in a new place. We've only been here for 6 or 7 months, and so
Since
we're
January.
meeting new people
Sounds
and enjoying the community and the people we have in the area.
So
So
good.
Yeah, that's one thing that
So good.
we learned in Reading is, well, after we moved out of Reading, to really like, oh man, we missed it, but missing it made us realize being present in the moment.
Yep.
And being present where you're at, like enjoy where you're at.
Enjoy the journey.
You're not always going to be here.
Yeah, enjoy the journey.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
That's good.
How has it been for you having a son-in-law?
Oh, it's amazing. I love Luke. I love having him around. He's smart. He's industrial. He knows how to make things work.
I know how to sing
and
too.
You can't sing worth but
Nope.
but he loves to learn, and
That's true.
he does, and he's learning how to play the bass, learning how to play the guitar,
Piano.
and a little bit of the piano, and so it's been fun watching him grow.
You guys
And
play
so
NBA 2K together?
yes,
Yeah.
I miss that because my
I miss winning all the time, really.
yeah
Your
he
PlayStation
probably
broke.
beat me. My PlayStation broke. And so that kind of bums me out. But we did have a lot of great games. Those were really fun
Great,
games. too.
intense games.
Intense games. Those are pretty good. So
So
Wow,
do you
look at
wanna
those lights.
I know they're
There's
cool.
no bulbs in
They're
there.
very cool.
I don't know.
Would you look at it?
All right,
Would you-
How are
everyone.
they lighting up?
Would you
Like,
would you
where's
look at
the
it?
bulb?
Thank you guys so much for
Gosh.
joining us
Look at
tonight. It's been
What?
fabulous. We have. This is what I am related to. So, thanks for joining us. I hope you
By birds,
enjoyed.
by marriage here. Yeah?
I hope you enjoyed my husband and my father and myself because I'm pretty cool as well.
She is.
So,
Very cool.
we'll see you next time on Family Talk.
I'm all alone. No one here out you. Something, something.
Just like say, hey,
Did you go
first
to
of
the
all-
hair salon?
I did.
Your hair looks lighter and blonder.
today?
Yeah, it looks blonder today, doesn't it?
It did, it
I
did.
thought
I thought that when you walked in, but
I thought the same thing. I was like,
Still
there's
recording.
something different about this woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
6 hours later, he notices.
So what are your plans for the future?
Well, we're gonna make a baby.
Not anytime soon, folks.
I'm kidding.
Aw, come on now.
That's
Kidding,
not going in
kidding.
there.
That's not going. I know how to sing
And-
too.
You can't sing worth
Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling.
You can't sing worth You can't sing worth You can't sing worth
All right, are we good?
We're good.
That stinks. Jeez. I gotta go. Woo!
Let it marinate.
That
Marinate.
smells wonderful.
I think he just cleared the room. I have to leave too.
Bye.